You come home after a long day, your feet hurt and your mind feels foggy and you're so tired that just sitting down feels like a major accomplishment. But here's the thing, you're not just tired because of your day, it's not just about running around at work or handling endless responsibilities. You keep doing everything, checking your phone, working late into the night, saying yes to every single thing, even when you don't feel like it. You keep pushing through, convincing yourself that you need to do more, be more, and achieve more. But when does this end? When do you get to feel energized again? Because right now you're stuck in a cycle that's literally draining your energy, your focus, and your joy. Now, what if I told you that the answer to your constant exhaustion isn't more sleep or a bigger coffee cup? It's actually science. Your brain and body are reacting to chemicals that can either give you energy and focus or make you feel completely burned out. So today we are going to break down the science behind your energy levels and show you how to take control over those chemicals. From dopamine to cortisol, we are going to unpack how your brain works and most importantly, how you can make it work for you. Now let's start with dopamine, often called the feel-good chemical. Now you know that the rush or excitement when you check your phone and you see a notification, or when you finally finish a project at work and that little moment of success feels amazing, right? So that is dopamine. Now dopamine is what gives you pleasure and motivation. It's your brain's way of rewarding you for things that help your survival, like eating, exercising, or even achieving a goal. But here's where it gets tricky. In today's world, dopamine is everywhere, from your phone pinging to that sweet coffee break. Dopamine is firing away constantly, and while this may feel good in short term, if you're constantly chasing that high, you're setting yourself for a roller coaster ride of highs and lows. Now, do you find yourself constantly checking your phone, scrolling through social media, or needing that next hit of pleasure? That's because your brain gets addicted to dopamine, and if you're not careful, it can start dictating your mood, your decisions, and your energy. Now, the real question is, how do you break this cycle? How do you find the balance and avoid the burnout that comes from this overstimulation? The very first thing which you can do is set goals and reward yourself. Now, instead of getting dopamine from a random Instagram like, set small, achievable goals and reward yourself when you meet those goals. Finish a task at work, celebrate with a mini break or treat that you enjoy. The second thing which you can do is limit your distractions. Now, designate specific times for checking social media or emails. This way you can control the dopamine cycle. The third thing which you can do is create a dopamine friendly environment. By this I mean you can surround yourself with things that positively stimulate your dopamine, like your favorite music, engaging in your hobbies, or even time spent with friends. Next up, cortisol, the stress hormone. Now, cortisol is released when you're under pressure, when you're running late for a meeting, dealing with a personal crisis, or even when you're just trying to juggle too many things at once. It's your body's alarm system helping you respond to immediate threats. Now, but here's the kicker. High cortisol levels can lead to chronic stress, anxiety, and even exhaustion. So if you're always stressed, your cortisol doesn't just spike, it stays elevated, causing mental fog, poor sleep, and even physical symptoms like muscle tension or headaches. And the worst part, high cortisol levels mess with your dopamine, leaving you feel even more drained and unmotivated. So it's a vicious cycle. You feel stressed, your cortisol spikes, and then it's even harder to feel motivated or even happy. Now let's talk about sleep, the thing you think you're getting enough of, but your body is telling you otherwise. We all know sleep is important, but how much do you know about its direct impact on your brain's chemistry? When you don't get enough rest, your brain starts to function differently. Okay, dopamine levels drop, cortisol levels rise, and when you wake up feeling like you didn't sleep at all, it's a scary reality, especially in today's world where stress, overwork, and endless digital distractions are the norm. Sleep deprivation doesn't just make you feel tired, it messes with your brain's ability to process emotions, control stress, and stay focused. So, what's the fix? It's not just getting more sleep, it's about quality sleep, the kind that restores your brain's chemistry and helps you to reset. So here's how you can improve your sleep and reset your brain. Prioritize quality over quantity. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. Now when your brain goes through all the stages of deep rest, that is quality sleep. You can also create a bedtime routine. Avoid screens and high energy activities an hour before bed. Instead, unwind with reading, a warm bath, or even better, meditation. You can limit your caffeine and alcohol. Both definitely interfere with your sleep cycles, making it harder to get restorative rest. You've probably heard that exercise helps with weight loss or building muscle, but did you know it's also one of the best ways to lower your cortisol and increase your dopamine levels? Now, when you work out, your brain releases endorphins. Those are the natural mood boosters that help reduce stress and anxiety. Plus, regular exercise helps you maintain healthy dopamine levels, which keep you motivated and feeling good. I know, it's easy to skip a workout when you're tired, but trust me, even just a 15-minute walk or a stretching session can make a massive difference in how you feel. I've seen countless people who started doing yoga or simple home workouts and immediately noticed how much better they felt mentally and physically. It's not about hitting the gym hard every day, it's about consistency and finding an exercise routine that works for you. Mindfulness. You've probably heard about it, but do you actually practice it? Now, mindfulness, it's the practice of being present in the moment, not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. But more than just a trendy buzzword, mindfulness can have a real impact on your brain's chemistry. Studies have shown that mindfulness can lower your cortisol levels, reduce your stress, and even help rewire your brain to increase your focus and productivity. Now, mindfulness isn't just about feeling calm, it's about giving your brain a much needed break from the constant stimulation and demands of life. It's a simple yet powerful tool in rebalancing your brain's chemistry. You can start mindfulness by just doing meditation. Start small, just 5 minutes a day. Apps like Headspace or Calm can guide you through the process. Breathing exercises. You can also do breathing exercises like deep breathing helps you trigger the relaxation response in your brain, reducing stress and improving your focus. Journaling is also the thing I love. Writing down your thoughts really helps release mental tension and create clarity. Finally, let's talk about social connections. Now, when was the last time you had a real conversation with someone without distractions? Our brains are wired to connect with others. Social interaction helps boost dopamine and serotonin, which are essential for your mood and well-being. In today's digital age, we are more connected than ever, yet loneliness is at an all-time high. In fact, research shows that loneliness increases cortisol levels, making you more stressed and less able to cope with challenges. But here's the good news. Socializing with loved ones or even making new friends can help your brain to balance the brain chemistry. Whether it's a phone call, a video chat, or even a group chat with your closest friends, making time for meaningful connections is really vital for your mental health. Now, how to start making these changes? It's one thing to know what's wrong, but it's another to take real action and shift the course of your life. Now, let me tell you some steps which you can definitely follow. Step 1, start with self-awareness. Before making any changes to your life, the first step is becoming aware of where you are right now. You need to identify what is draining your energy, whether it's your phone, work stress, or just poor sleep patterns. Now, self-awareness is crucial for understanding why you feel tired, burnt out, or even stuck. Studies show that individuals who practice self-awareness experience lower levels of stress and anxiety because they are better equipped to manage their responses to daily challenges. Okay, this was a study done by Goldman in 1995. Now, self-awareness gives you the power to identify negative patterns and correct them. Now, the actionable tip comes here. You can start by tracking your energy levels throughout the day. Notice when you feel most drained, or you can also notice when you feel most energized, and then you can identify the cause. Is it your constant checking on social media? Is it work stress? Once you know, you can take active steps to limit those energy draining habits. Take Oprah Winfrey for example. Oprah is known for her self-awareness practices. She starts every day with meditation and mindfulness to center herself. Oprah herself has said the biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams, but that requires knowing who you are. So by cultivating self-awareness, she became better equipped to tackle challenges and maintain balance in her busy life. Moving on to step 2. Introduce small positive habits gradually. Making drastic changes overnight can overwhelm you and lead to burnout. Instead, focus on small, sustainable habits that build momentum over time. Research supports that gradual habit formation is far more effective than, suddenly doing something out of the blue like drastic change. So, according to a study in the European Journal of Social Psychology, it takes approximately 66 days to form a new habit. Starting small reduces resistance and helps you build consistency. Now, here's an actionable tip. You can pick one small habit to start with. For example, if you're trying to reduce screen time, which definitely spikes dopamine, you might begin by setting a timer for your phone usage. Gradually decrease the time spent on apps like Instagram or TikTok, whatever you see each week. This will help refrain your brain and avoid the dopamine overload. Tim Ferriss, author of the 4-Hour Workweek, practices habit stacking. He starts his day with a morning routine that includes reading, journaling, and exercising. By focusing on small, manageable activities, Tim has been able to maintain high productivity without overwhelming himself. Step 3. Prioritize physical and mental health. Physical health isn't just about looking good, it's intrinsically linked to your mental well-being. Now, exercise lowers cortisol and boosts your dopamine, and better sleep improves brain function. Making your physical and mental health a priority is non-negotiable for a long-term success. According to the Mayo Clinic, regular physical activity helps reduce cortisol levels and promotes the release of endorphins, which improves mood and energy. Studies also show that consistent exercise helps reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. Now, actionable tip, you don't have to commit to a full gym routine right away. Start small, take a 10-minute walk in the morning or evening. If you're ready for more, add a few more strength training exercises to your routine. Additionally, ensure you're getting enough quality sleep, as I said, and stick to your bedtime. Serena Williams, one of the greatest athletes of all the time, attributes much of her success to maintaining a strong focus on both mental and physical health. She makes exercise not a priority, not just for her body, but to keep her mindset sharp and focused for her matches. Step 4. Practice mindfulness and stress management. Now, mindfulness and stress management techniques such as meditation, breathing exercises, and even journaling can help reduce your cortisol levels and improve focus. By regularly practicing these techniques, you'll be able to better handle your life challenges without spiraling into stress. A study from the American Psychological Association found that mindfulness meditation reduces cortisol levels and enhances focus and improves emotional well-being. It's proven to help you rewire your brain to respond to stress more effectively. Actionable tip: set aside 5 to 10 minutes each day for mindfulness. You can try apps like Headspace, Calm, or simply practice deep breathing while seated in a quiet space. As you become more comfortable with mindfulness, you can incorporate it into other areas of life. Ariana Huffington, founder of the Huffington Post, promotes mindfulness and rest. She practices mindfulness meditation and is an advocate for sleep and well-being. She encourages her followers to create balance by managing stress rather than letting the stress manage you. Step 5 is stay consistent and be patient. Now, change doesn't happen overnight. It definitely takes time to rewire your brain chemistry and adopt new habits. Consistency is the key, you guys. You need to stick to your new routines and habits, even when it feels difficult, because this is when the transformation begins. Psychologist Carol Dweck found that having a growth mindset, the belief that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work, helps individuals persist through challenges and ultimately achieve success. So patience is very much crucial in any journey of change. Here's an actionable tip: you can track your progress and celebrate small wins. If you slip up anytime, don't be sad, don't get discouraged, just pick up where you left off. Over time, your brain will adapt, and don't worry, your new habits will become your second nature. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a prime example of consistency. He built his career and physique not by relying on quick fixes, but through years of hard work, consistency, and dedication. The Rock consistently posts about his daily routine, where discipline is the key factor, if you notice. Remember, making changes isn't about rushing or expecting perfection. It's about progress, not perfection. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to a healthier, happier you. So start with awareness, introduce small habits, prioritize your health, practice mindfulness, and stay consistent. And as you journey through this process, think of all the amazing, successful people who have made these changes in their lifestyle, and so can you. You have everything it takes to make it happen. If you could relate to the video, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next one.